And we're live.
You would. Oh, did you hear about this? Is like
pulling the ripcord.
This might be in like Denmark or something, but it was this like very well-known sperm bank, and hundreds of women found out like years and years later that all of their kids were the doctor's sperm.
Yep.
So the doctor was like,
episode.
he was lying. Yeah, and it's a real thing. I don't know how many, maybe hundreds is exaggeration, dozens, but like this dude was just pumping his own sperm into women unknowingly. So they were like looking in the little catalog being like, oh, this guy's 6'5", blonde hair, blue eyes. Ooh, from Denmark. Apparently Denmark, sperm, very creme de la creme. A lot of people want that. And it was just this fucking fat doctors.
Oh, wait. I see. You said I need to know more about the doctor, right?
He's
a doctor. Yeah, I'm already leaning towards this
and he's
dude,
sneaky,
right?
Which is a quality that I like.
Okay, you're selling me. Yeah,
he's fertile.
Yeah, but he's really fertile. He's like a subversive Genghis Khan.
I like it. There was an X-Files episode just like that, except the guy who was sneaking his sperm in had this genetic mutation where he had a tail. And so like all these babies were cropping up with tails, and like the agents are trying to figure out like I don't know how all these babies have tails, but and they get to the bottom of it, and this is one guy's like
they needed the FBI to figure that out.
There was more to it than that. There was
okay. Well, there's one doctor in the world who runs a sperm bank with a tail. It's like
I wasn't the doctor.
Put those pieces together. There's a puzzle here.
That's the worst part. That's the worst part. Like it wasn't the doctor. I want to say it was like the janitor at the fertility clinic.
I don't want the janitor's sperm.
You're getting a janitor with a tail's sperm. Like it's. Can you think of any worse sperm?
Yeah. I'm thinking that I want to start having all sorts of kids all over we need more autistic Tourette's kids with no sense of self-preservation in this world, right?
And a love of high testosterone women. It's probably genetic, right?
That's what we need. Yeah. Man, that's such an evil thing to do. It's like it's just rape by proxy.
Evil? No. It's
not if you did it. You'd have a good reason. This doctor didn't.
Yeah. Come on. We're all catches. We're all catches. We're doing these bitches a favor.
Taylor, if it turns out you're not fertile, do you think Kyle could be the father of your child?
That's okay, man. We're good there.
That's okay, man. You know what's funny? Like, this was like 2.5 years ago now, over 2 years ago, that my now wife, we were going to hang out, and she has a couple friends, and they're a lesbian couple, and they were wanting to have kids, and they had only met me twice, and we had not talked. I didn't remember their names at the time, but my wife, we were like going to like say hi at one of their birthday parties, and she was like, "Hey, I meant to bring this up with you. So Trixie and Dana, they want to have kids soon." And I was like, "Oh, cool.
That would be hard."
They're adopting, or they're getting in vitro. Like, what's going to happen? Sperm donor?" And they're like, "Well, they were wondering if they could use your sperm." And I was like,
"So how's this work? Does one lick my balls while I fuck the other?"
Yeah. That'd be a true punishment for them, having to lick my balls. That's a lesbian. I can only come in your lesbian wife if you suck my balls. No,
it was the spatula method.
Like I immediately just had like
turkey baster.
I had like a
spatula would be very uncomfortable.
You wetted it up first.
You guys aren't using an egg beater?
Yeah. That's how you get it in deep. Yeah, kind of spin with the lever. So, like I immediately in my head, like I fast forwarded, like I did like the play it forward method of like decision making, even though I know I would never do it. And I was like I know I've like seen stories of like sperm donors get fucked later, where it's like, ooh, this sperm donor, well, yeah, you all signed a document, but then this other judge decided that no, none of that counts, like a nullified prenup, and now you have to pay for a kid that you never wanted, or you did for someone else as a favor. And it's like, I don't want a kid of mine running around out there like if I have no control over it and no contact with them,
Really?
No,
that's the only way I
disagree. Want one. No, yeah, I think it would have been pimp as fuck if I donated to a sperm bank for like 10 years or something, and there are like 33 little woodies running around there somewhere. I would like that.
How like discouraging would it be? Is if like you go in to donate again and they're like, is someone going to tell them, "We're full, sir. No one's bought your sperm.
We got a whole cooler full of Woodies.
Honestly, we got a Yeti back there with 60 gallons of Woody, and you can take it home if you like.
60 gallons was one load. Let me tell you about load stack. Lock and load, I think it's called.
Yeah, that's going to be a good industry. It's going to revolutionize the sperm donation game. Lock and load.
They're going to change their storage facilities.
They're going to give you a magazine and like a stack of those. Take your pills before you donate.
Yeah,
It takes a couple weeks to kick in.
it does. We tested that.
Mm-hmm.
Do they do any? I don't know this process. Do they pre-screen? Maybe that's the pre-screen meeting. You know, it's like, all right, do you have any genetic defects? We're going to take some blood work. You're going to have you on this regimen of these pills, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
They definitely do stuff like that. Like, and they put it on there like a menu. And like the women can go in there and like pick and like read the stats of some guy and be like, oh, tall. Oh, I want a kid with blonde hair. Oh, he's a doctor. Oh, he's an engineer. Oh, that's great. Like, so that's kind of funny.
Yeah. How much does it pay?
I have no clue. I'm
For
not
men,
anything
almost
desirable.
nothing. For men,
Yeah.
almost nothing. But for women, it's a lot. Like I was talking to a girl not too long ago, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm going to like donate eggs again soon." And I'm like, "How much does that pay?" I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was thousands and thousands of dollars every time. Like it was over 5, and it might have been over 10 every
What's
time.
Is it a
Donate
surgical
base-
procedure? How does
No,
a woman...
they like go in the vagina and like suck the eggs out of like her uterus.
It's supposed to be painful. Too,
I think
right?
it's a little uncomfortable. She's like, yeah, it's a little uncomfortable, but $10,000 is $10,000, and you can do
That
it.
is a lot.
Holy shit. Yeah. Between $5,000 and $10,000 per cycle.
Yeah. And so she
Oh.
does it like multiple times per year. Every time I look at her fucking
Wow.
Snapchat, they're on fucking vacation.
Good for her. That is $5,000 to $10,000.
Wait. So Zach just typed in here, how much will I earn for my sperm samples? Donors earn $70 for each donation, $50 at the time of donation, $20 when the sample is released. Healthy men are able to earn up to $1,000 a month. What is 1,000 divided by 70? That's incalculable, but it's it seems like a lot of donations per month.
15?
So it means you get to beat off 14 and a half times.
I'm surprised it pays that well. I mean, like this is like the basis of like gender differences, right? Is the fact that like the male contribution to this is easily replenishable, low cost, and like spent everywhere kind of deal. I'm surprised that we pay anything for that, quite honestly.
Well, it's because they don't want random sperm. They're going, and that's like saying,
Yeah,
that's the
that's what it
price.
is.
That's the price of the creme de la creme sperm. Like that's the best one. Meanwhile, like a shit tier egg apparently is getting you a couple grand.
Yeah.
Like I used to think about this when I was in college a lot. And I was like, my sperm must have some value, right? Like I'm a college student. I'm on the swim team. I'm, good looking enough. Like people pay for this shit, right? And at the time it was like, imagine $50, like the things I could do with that. Like my money problems would be solved.
I like how even in your past, this voice almost comes up in $50. Oh yes, I'll take care of the beer bill today. Oh, 10, 20. Well, I'll save 20 because I don't get
Start
just
contributing
pinkies
my
up
SEP
so
IRA.
rich. That's hilarious.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I've never
no,
donated sperm.
$50, like I don't know. When you just need spending money, like that's a lot to kick around. Get that twice a week or something.
What are all the ways that you can earn money like that? So you can give blood, you can donate sperm. Like, is there a
Plasma.
third?
Plasma like a
Okay.
more invasive blood donation. So
I think it
Which
is. So OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
That's just draining your soul. So
Twitch.
it's a little different. Yeah.
don't they pay for? I don't know if this is a real thing anymore. If this is just something that was a real thing at some point, don't they pay you for medical trials? So can't you sign up?
Yes.
to do medical trials?
yeah.
Although the medical trials might fuck up the other donations though.
Ooh, that's true.
Yeah, they won't let you donate sperm, I bet, if you're on a
And
get
medical.
a-
blood. Like
No,
when I
it's
gave
like you
blood-
have like the creme de la creme. They have like the average guys, and you have the mystery guys. They may or may not have some genetic enhancement from the meds they're on.
That's what women love when they're picking sperm. I'm gonna
That's
roll
right.
the dice.
Could be an X-Men.
I looked into medical trials before, and like how much they pay you for the medical trial has a lot to do with what they do to you in the medical trial, right? So like maybe you're just taking some fucking glaucoma like prevention thing, and that doesn't pay much. It doesn't do much to you. It's nothing. On the other hand, I was listening to a guy and they took like a football shaped cut out of the back of his arm. Just there was a machine that like chopped it out, and they needed that like donation from him to test or something. And that paid a lot.
How big?
Like
How
a
big
couple
is it?
hundred. Picture like
100?
2.5
be a couple
inches
hundred
wide and maybe like an inch tall. But because it's football shaped, it sews up nicely.
I always wondered, whenever you read, I see Derek do videos on like those medical studies, like and one of the ways that they determine like muscle growth is they take like a biopsy of like your leg muscle before and after.
A biopsy?
It's like a core sample of leg muscle, because they're like measuring like actual protein synthesis. They're determining how much muscle was actually grown, per like cubic centimeter or whatever.
What is the DEXA scan? I thought they do like a DEXA scan or an MRI.
But that's not precise enough. They want to get it down to like these decimal points of like grams per month or whatever of like muscle mass put on. So like when they're looking at like there was one where like they always say like 20 to 25-year-old untrained men in healthy condition, 6 weeks of doing, and like one group is doing this, one group's doing a second thing, and one group is doing a third thing. One of the ones I saw was one group only did, I can't remember basically they only did the push exercise of a squat, and then like racked, and then the other group did full squats, like down and up, and the other group only did negatives. They only went down and then racked. And so they measured like which one was more effective, and like going down was almost as effective as like the full range of motion and way more effective than the push.